sad about it, no sad about it.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 180. Check right 54. Right 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. Crunch.
First carry for Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
57, Mike 57.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18. It's a Carolina 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Ready? 54, Mike. Gun. Great.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. This will be caught by Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 3rd and long, it's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. New and Super Bowl nemesis Von Miller. In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, switch gears. 21. Hey, take that.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
51, jump!
On 2nd down, Freeman.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
Double. Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. There's a party now. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
23-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Davis will try to run for it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling the offensive guys, figure it out. Learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
3 at the 40-yard line.
Set. 780. Mike 5-4. 8.
On 2nd down, it's Davis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Newton throwing complete to Samuel. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Newton on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a first and goal.
Ready? Mike 54. Hey! Gun.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Falcons take over first and 10. Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, man, watch the boot. Mike, check. Hey, wahoo!
To throw again. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time, in football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 36, Newton. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. From the gun, a give to Davis. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. On the stop there defensively, Tyler Davison.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Gun. Hey! Whip. Watch the whip. Check it back. 20.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Tack McKinley in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Right there. 54.
Newton to throw. Completes it to Davis. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Cam fakes the give and keeps it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check 59, Mike. Hey, Echo. 59.
All right, T, let's check. All right, T. 36, 36.
Check 50, check 50.
Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
Five men in the secondary now for the Falcons on third down. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Gerald McCoy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Let's go. 59, 21. Check 59. Bravo. Check 59.
On third down, Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now Newton, flush to his right. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Rush in.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
He was covered by Trey Boston.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Ryan. Looking downfield for Joe. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 32 that time. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
21. Check 50.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
15 line. You don't know no better. Check 13. Check 13. 80 weapon. Check 52. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Here I come. Joker. Alert three.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Line 54. You must be dreaming. Gun. Right there. 50-foot drop now.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Set. 88. 54. 20.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Newton. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught at the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 44 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Von Miller racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Davis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but 4th down coming up. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I'll bet you as they ran out there for that play, the head coach either on his headset or he pulled him aside and told the special teams coordinator, whatever block you've got, pull it out of the bag right now. We need a spark.
When you could just feel it on their sideline, the air just kind of out of the balloon. Now maybe you're right, a spark, a little bit of hope.
That's when the special teams coordinator who works on this ad nauseum, I'm talking about morning, noon, and night, he tried to figure out, okay, where's my best opportunity? Which one do I have? And he pulled the right one and got his team going and hopefully back into the game.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked into the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Jackson on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. From the 29, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gerald McCoy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Here's Ryan to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Brian Burns. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
It's a turnover on downs.
Set. Mark to the 3. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back to throw. Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Kill.
From the 50, Newton. Got a man. It's Brown. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 10.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Johnson's got it complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Ryan. Incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
61.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, South. Tighten down. There you go. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. The quick slant caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Coach, the fullback, trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Wait.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this one is over. A